Impeachment calls amid immigration protests. Can Trump be removed as president? Close to 400 individuals have been apprehended amid immigration raid protests in Los Angeles over the past week, particularly following President Donald Trump's deployment of National Guard troops and Marines throughout the city. Trump has mobilized over 4,000 National Guard members and 700 Marines to suppress the protests concerning immigration enforcement. Amid the unrest, a growing chorus from Democratic lawmakers, activists, and community groups is calling for President Trump's removal from office. But while removal is legally possible, it faces formidable hurdles. Texas Democratic Congressman Al Green has called for Trump's impeachment, stating that Trump is unfit to hold office given his 34 felony convictions and history of being impeached twice before. Green told reporters that he is in the process of drafting articles of impeachment. Several other Democratic lawmakers, especially from strongly anti-Trump constituencies, have also voiced sharp criticism of Trump's policies and leadership. However, the likelihood of impeachment remains low due to the Republican majority in both the House and the Senate. Several posts on X claim that large-scale protests are erupting in Democrat-held states like New York and California over President Trump's policies on immigration, tariffs, and restrictions on foreign students. Some users have even described the situation as civil war-like. In California, Trump's immigration measures have sparked widespread anger among immigrant communities and academic institutions, triggering legal action. So far, more than 100 lawsuits and around 50 temporary restraining orders have reportedly been filed challenging various policies introduced by the Trump administration. Although these legal challenges have slowed the implementation of Trump's policies, they are not directly connected to efforts to remove him from office. Impeachment would require significant support in Congress, which is currently lacking. And the demand to remove Trump is mostly confined to Democratic strongholds and activist circles. Efforts by lawmakers like Al Green are largely symbolic, with little chance of success given the Republican majority in Congress. While there is significant anger among immigrants, students, and liberal groups, the unrest is not yet widespread enough to pose an immediate threat to Trump's presidency. Donald Trump can be removed from the post of U.S. President, but this is a complex and extraordinary process that can only happen through the provisions laid down in the U.S. Constitution. This includes impeachment, the 25th Amendment, or pressure from a massive civil movement. In the U.S., impeachment can be brought against the president through a two-thirds majority in the House of Representatives, but this seems unlikely due to the Republican majority. And under Article 2, Section 4 of the U.S. Constitution, the president can be removed by impeachment for treason, bribery, or other serious crimes and misdemeanors. In the first phase, the impeachment motion must pass by a simple majority in the House of Representatives. In the second phase, a trial is held in the Senate, where a two-thirds majority, 67 senators, is required for conviction. The Chief Justice presides over the trial. Trump was impeached twice in 2019 and 2021, but the Senate did not convict him. At present, impeachment seems unlikely due to the Republican majority in the House, making it difficult to get the two-thirds support required. However, public pressure or new evidence could change the situation. And the 25th Amendment of the Constitution allows the Vice President and a majority of the Cabinet to declare that the President is unable to perform his duties. After this, the Vice President becomes the acting President. This is unlikely because Vice President J.D. Vance and most of the Cabinet members are loyal to Trump. A serious reason, such as mental or physical incapacity, is required for this, and there are no clear signs. The 25th Amendment has been used twice in America, but only to temporarily replace the president under Section 3. In 1985, when President Reagan was ill, and later in 2002 and 2007, when President George W. Bush briefly transferred power to the vice president during medical treatment. In each case, the president resumed his duties afterward. And massive public outrage or political pressure could force Trump to resign, as Richard Nixon did in 1974. Swipe left for next video. However, Trump's history shows that he does not easily bow to pressure. His recent controversial decisions, such as the travel ban and the ban on foreign students, have triggered anger among the public and the opposition. but resignation remains unlikely due to his strong support base, especially among Republicans. Cases are ongoing against Trump's decisions. If a major legal violation is proven, impeachment or other actions may begin. Massive protests or electoral pressure. 2026 midterm elections could weaken Trump's position, but they would not directly lead to removal. Latest blogs.